The function h is defined by h of x equals to a to the x bar positive b, where a and b are positive constants. The graph of y equals to h of x in the xy plane passes to the point 0, 10 and negative 2, 325 over 36. What is the value of a times b? So in the given function, I have to get the values of the two constants a and b. So once I get the values of a and b, I have to multiply them to get the product a times b. Okay, so the question says y equals to h of x. So in the given function, this h of x can be replaced by y. Then I am getting y is equal to a to the x power positive b. And also the graph of this function passes through two given points, that is 0, 10 and negative 2, 325 over 36. Since the graph of the given function passes to the point 0, 10, I can plug in this point into the function. That is, I have to plug in the x coordinate is 0 for x and the y coordinate 10 for y. Okay, let me do it. So let me I'm taking the first point 0, 10. So now I'm going to plug in y is equal to 10 because the y coordinate in the point is 10. So 10 is equal to a to the power x. For x, I have to plug in 0 because the x coordinate in the point is 0, a to the power 0 positive b. Okay, so 10 is equal to anything to the power 0 will result 1. I mean, the value for a to the 0 power is just 1, so positive b. So to solve for b, I have to subtract 1 from both sides. So when I do so, I'm getting 10 negative 1 is 9. So I got b is equal to 9. Okay, still I have to get the value of a. So for that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the second point now. What is the second point? That is the negative 2, 325 over 36. Since the graph of this function passes through this point, so we can plug in this point into this function. That is, I have to plug in negative 2 for x, the x coordinate negative 2 for x over here. And the y coordinate 325 over 36 for y over here. Let me do it. So 325 over 36 equals to a to the negative second power. So because I just plugged in that x coordinate negative 2 for x. And for b, already we got the value that is 9. So we can plug in 9 for b. Okay, so now to solve for a, I have to isolate a. So let me subtract 9 from both sides because I have to get rid of this positive 9. So for that, I subtract 9 from both sides. Is positive 9, negative 9 will cancel out. I'm getting 325 over 36, negative 9 equals to a to the negative second power. Okay, now I have to simplify this expression. So here we have a subtraction between a fraction and an integer. So whenever I do subtraction between a fraction and an integer, what I need to do is I have to multiply the integer by the denominator of the fraction. Once I'm done with this multiplication, I can take this 36, denominator 36 as a common denominator. And also when I multiply this integer 9 by 36, I'm getting 324. Okay, let me continue over here. 325. Negative 9 times this denominator 36 will be 324. So I have multiplied this 9 and the denominator 36. Now I can take the 36 as a common denominator equals to a to the negative second power. This a to the negative second power can be written as 1 over a square. And when I subtract 324 from 325, I'm just getting 1 over 36 equals to 1 over a square. Okay, my aim is to solve for a square, but my aim is to solve for a, but the a is in denominator. So I need the variable in numerator so that I can solve for it easily. Okay, so to get this a square to numerator, so what I need to do is I have to take reciprocal on both sides. The reciprocal of 1 over 36 is just 36, and the reciprocal of 1 over a square is a square. Okay, so to solve for a, we have to get rid of this square. So to get rid of the square over here, I have to take square root on both sides. So when I take square root on both sides, the square root and square root cancel out. Whenever I take square root for a number, the sign of in front of the square root will be positive or negative. So positive or negative, and the value of square root of 36 is just 6. And on the right side, we have a. So we get a is equal to two values. One is 6 and the other one is negative 6. But the question says a and b are positive constants. So since a is positive, we can ignore the second value. I mean, the negative 6 can be ignored because a is positive. Okay, now I got both the values of a and b. That is, a is equal to 6 and b is equal to 9. Then what is the value of a times b? That is, a is 6 times b is 9. So 6 times 9 is 54. So the value of a times b is 54. The correct answer choice for this question is option C.